So I do apologize, guys, for the delay.
In the group.
Just checking that. Let's get some water first. How are you all doing, guys? How's everyone today? On this lovely Friday, the weekend is here. But when you're an entrepreneur, guys, you got to realize weekend is just another day. Just another hustle, as you can imagine. So Brian's here, I can see. Anyone else here, guys? I see we've got a few people still logging in. I see, guys. I'm sorry, guys, I had to push it back a little bit due to calls at work, as you can imagine. Never can organize stuff when you want it to. Good, Brian. Good to see you on. And guys, you got questions as well. Start shooting them over as well. That would be great. We do officially go live actually in 20 odd seconds. So well, I'm glad you guys can see early. Just wait for a few more people to come on. So guys, welcome. Again, this is obviously the second installment of our Q&A sessions for building your e-commerce store within 90 days. We're starting to get building. We're starting to move forward now. So this is the part mainly where I don't want people to start getting left behind. I'll speak to a few people in the group via email, PMs as well. A lot of people are getting caught up when it comes to the market research. They're wanting to they're thinking they need to do more. They're thinking that they're not consistent at what they're picking. They want it to be perfect. But guys, you don't want to get stuck at this part because it's going to delay everything else. I want you guys to keep up. Obviously, if you can do it in your own time as well, it's not a problem. But I don't want you to get left behind by just doing things like product research, market research, traffic, stuff like that. I want you to kind of get to grips with it and get going with it. Good to see you on, Nicole, as well. Good day. Good to see you on. I hope this time's better for a few more people as well. I'll say a bit later here, but that's not a problem. I do it for you guys, which is a good thing. Anyone got any questions as well? Let's start the questions coming through. I'm going to go for a few questions that obviously people have asked as well via the question box, I should say, that I put on show for everyone. We're going to go for a few. I won't name any names on these, but here's a few questions that some people had. Let's just go through a few. Let's read some of these here. One of the questions here was, if I pick a product and it doesn't go well to begin with, can I change later on? And that's a great question. I like this question because the main thing this is, well, yes, you can do. It's always best to just get started, get something going, get moving with something, because when you get started, it starts to build momentum. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, that that's the reason they get stuck, because they don't want to put the work in and get that momentum started. Once you start getting that momentum, it starts to snowball and you realize how you can actually start to build an actual business within e-commerce, because it's not a hard model to follow. As long as you know the ins and outs of to get the product, get your market research, get a target audience, and you target them with the right adverts, with the right content, it all falls into place. So it's all about just being consistent and getting started with it. Peggy, good to see you as well. Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, guys, that's one of the main questions. But on the chat as well, guys, what do you want me to go through in this live Q&A? I've not got anything actually scheduled or show. I'm going to talk to you a little bit in a second about how far I've got. I want to know how far you guys have got as well. If you've got any questions, you want me to show you anything, and especially going back into module 2, guys. Who's been through module 2 already? If I can just have a yes or a 1 if you've gone through module 2. Just let me know how you've gone with that, what your thoughts on it as well. That'd be great. I might drink a lot of water as well today. I seem to got also right on just underneath my lip, so it's pretty painful to talk. But yeah, guys, with module 1, straightforward market research. Now we're getting into it. We're starting to look for suppliers, and I'm glad that I could put it together. Nicole, you can't get onto the site, Nicole. Have you sent support a message? In regards to getting onto the site, we'll try to make it easy as possible. For some reason, the plugin we're using, the forgot password, doesn't seem to want to work. So if you have forgotten your password, it drops the email. We'll have to reset your account for you. But if you just create an account and you're waiting for activation, it should work straight away. You should be able to log in. So do send over Lucy, who's dealing with support over there. Yeah, Nicole, send it to the help desk, because as I say, with regards to on Facebook, I'm not really, I might have seen it or I might have missed us anything, but if you go straight to the help desk, they will deal with that. They're pretty much sorting all that stuff out there. So if you go ahead and send them a message, helpdesk@ashleywright.co, they will get onto that as soon as possible for you. So yes, when you come into module 2, looking for your supplier, this is where it starts to get more interesting, because especially in dropship model as well. The reason why I say I chose dropshipping, because we're using $500. I'm going to tell you how much I spent so far as well, which would be great. But the reason why dropshipping works effectively, it's going to be hard to start with, because it's going to cost more than if you were buying products in bulk. Per product is going to cost more. So what you have to realize is you need to look for the right source. And the reason why I give you different options, i.e. AliExpress, Alibaba, eBay, for example, it's because everyone's products are going to be different. So depending on what your product is, depending on what your price points are, you might find it cheap if you go to someone on eBay and be middleman and drop ship for you, or you might find something cheaper on AliExpress. You might get a good supplier that can send it and ship it a little bit quicker. So it's all about just looking for them gems, and that's why I put more effort into showing you different ways, because a lot of people teach and speak about AliExpress. Don't get me wrong, if you're just getting started, it's great to get started with, but the problem is your customers in this day and age, they're not going to be wanting to wait around for 30 days for a product to come. You can go on Amazon, you may pay a little bit extra or pay less, and you can be using Prime, getting next day delivery. That's how the customer is thinking right now, and this is what you got to think. If you're a customer yourself, put yourself in their shoes. Do you want to be waiting 30 days for your product to arrive? Because for me, that's too long, especially if you're ordering something on impulse buy. You kind of want it straight away. Some things, like I said, I think I mentioned in one of the videos, me and my fiance, we're still waiting for our sofa, which we ordered, I think it's about 3-4 weeks ago now. But we understand the process of a sofa. It has to get made, it has to be customized and whatnot. So we know it can take X amount of time, i.e. 8 to 12 weeks. So it's all about just knowing your customer, knowing your products, and that's the best way of doing it. How it says, for testing purposes, I like to look at eBay sellers located in the US and orders for the customer, get the item. Yeah, I agree with that, Howard. That's a great point you make there, because if they're located in the US, you know they're going to get it quick. It's simple as that. You got to remember, guys, from China, it's not the fact they won't send it quicker for you. It's the fact that China it's not close. So for them to send it, it's going to either cost a lot, or B, it's going to take time. You got to decide which one you want to do. And that's why, like I say, drop shipping is great to get started with, but the whole point of this course, this training here, is to show you the powers of e-commerce. Start with drop shipping, and later on, I know when you start to build your stores and grow your stores, you start to brand your own products. You can start to sell your own and have your own inventory as well, and start shipping on your own warehouse, guys. So that's the main thing for it. So I'm just going to touch on what I've done so far with my site and how we're going forward as well now. So I posted in the Facebook group that so far I have, just got a logo. Well, logo is in production. I did look on Fiverr, and what happened is on Fiverr, you may know, you can get a logo for $5, not a problem, but you don't get all the files that come with it, i.e. the Photoshop file. You only get a certain amount of reviews and stuff on it. So what I did was, instead, guys, I went to Upwork. If you know what Upwork is basically Elance and Odesk now combined. So that's where you can find freelancers who can do work for you. So I found a guy on there, $25. So it's a bit more than my budget of $5 originally. Got $25, but I know I've seen his work, and also I'm going to get all the files, as many revisions as I want as well, and we're going to get that done. So that's $25. It's going to be eaten up there. We also bought the domain as well. I think the domain worked out to be $10 in total, so we're on $35 there. And so far, I know I'm going to have to not yet. I'm going to have to set up Shopify. I've got the 14-day trial at the moment before the sites go live. We're going to actually have to activate. I'm probably going to go for the $29 one just to begin with that as well on top of that. But the $29 I don't believe comes out until 2 weeks later. So we're starting to spend a little bit more now, guys. But with what I want to do mainly, I want to use most of my budget for my marketing. That's what the main thing is going to be. So when we're doing our ads, whether it's Facebook ads, Google Shopping, what we're going to do around that, that's what I want to spend most of my money on, so I can start to see a quick return and start to reinvest that money over and over. So that's going to be more going into module 3 that's what I'm going to be showing you more and going into that. So the website is pretty much what I'll have for you guys. Probably next week, I'm going to hustle hard at the weekend. I got a busy weekend personally, football and Kevin Hart show, which should be good as well. So I'm going to hustle hard over the weekend. I'm going to get this site up and running, so the logo's on there. I'm going to put some dummy products on there as well, which will be good. And so once I've got dummy products on there as well, I can then go to these suppliers and start saying, can I start using your product? So what I'm going to do is when we look for drop shippers on Google mainly for, say guys, sorry if I didn't mention, if you've not been on the previous call, but we're going into the more the aqua niche, I like to call it. So people who've got aquariums, people like fish, all that kind of stuff. That's the niche we're going into. So Brian, Chelsea, yes, big game on Sunday as well, Brian, against Chelsea. So I got a fun-packed Sunday coming up, to be honest. Hopefully it's not too bad. If we win that, I'll be very happy. You put me on track now, Brian. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to hopefully have some shots, some live shots for you of the website probably next week as well. We're going to jump on the Q&A. I'll probably show you a little bit more of how the website is running. Also, guys, I want to know, would you want me to show you like the back end of Shopify? The reason I asked this is I know many of you have you've purchased Shopify Pro in the past. So I don't know if you've seen how the back end works, or you want to put together a video of how it works, what it looks like and whatnot, because I'm happy to do that. But I didn't know if people had already seen that as well, so I didn't want to waste too much time showing people that. Good man, Brian, you're gonna as well. So Nicole says, yes, please. Anyone else, guys? Would you prefer me to show a back end of it? It'll be just a basic back end. In fact, we could probably, guys, we can probably show. I can probably log on to now. Let's just do that. Why wait, guys? Let's see. 1 second. You guys can still see my screen, okay? Cool. So let me just try log on. So 1 second, guys. I bought the domain, so you will start to see what the development on the domain is. I'm going to leave it pretty much. Okay, so yeah, Michelle's saying yes as well. That's good. I'm happy to do that, guys. It's not a problem. Look, when you buy a domain name, you can never. Okay, never remember what it is. Let's just start that. There we go. Shopify. Okay, hopefully I'll just transfer over a domain as well. What I did as well, guys, I think I posted in on module 2, or maybe it was module 1. Definitely module 2, a link there how to actually use your own domains as well with Shopify. So let's just type this in. All right, let's load this up. I'm just going to go into the back end. So bear with me, guys. But if you've got any questions as well, guys, please keep going. Brian, do you have a preferred theme? To be honest, Brian, preferred theme, I'm not too fussed about it, because normally, away from doing this course here, I normally just get a basic theme and get it pretty much customized by my team and whatnot, because we like to edit the themes up ourselves. So I don't have a specific theme, but I can go through some which I think is right, which you should use. It all depends again on your niche and your audience as well, which theme you guys should use. So you got to remember that as well. Bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to. Okay, here we go. Just trying to find the back end. So bear with me, because you get the long Shopify URL. But if you've got any questions, guys, please shoot them over. I'm trying to multitask. I may multitask well, I may multitask not too well. We shall see. Okay, so let's just type that in there. Okay, looks like we're onto a winner. Sorry, guys, I'm still here. Trying to type in, log in. Okay, looks like we're loading. Let me typing away. Let's see if that works. It doesn't work. Okay, we are in the back end. So once this loads up, guys, let me know if you can see. Phone just buzzing off there. Just let me know when you can see the Shopify back end. Can you guys see? In fact, let me just wrong one, that's me. Okay, let's go back on there. Just trying to flip the screen around, guys. I'm pressing the wrong one. Hey. Okay, let's see how I can do this. What can you guys currently see? Okay, bear me 1 second. They might go pitch black a second, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Live queue, someone so they can see. Okay, let's see if this works now. Let's try and be clever with this. Okay, guys, can you now see what should say, welcome to Shopify, Ashley? Let me know when you guys can see that. I'm going to take a sip of water whilst this loads up. So just let me know, guys, once you can see the screen, and we'll continue from there onwards. I'll give you kind of a breakdown of how the back end of Shopify looks. Yeah, back end, Bragg, see back end. Anyone else confirm that? And then we can continue. So 11 days left of the trial, guys. Gotta be quick. So yeah, guys, this is I forgot to tell you the domain. So it's Aquatic. This is obviously Shopify when you log in, but it's aquaticonlinestore.com. That is the website, so you can keep an eye on there. You'll see updates and change on that. At the moment, nothing actually comes up. It just loads up that this page is not currently available. If I could spell. Terrible multitasking sometimes. It's moment, guys. You see this. The shop's currently available. Once I activate it, you'll start to see stuff popping up on there, and I can take you through changes as we go along. But this is the back end, guys. So see, some people confirm they can see the back end, which is great. So this is what I always say. The main thing you want to be concerned about is this tab here. This is your order tab. So when you get orders, this is where your orders will come through. But the best tab to show you this, if you go to online store, in fact, let me slow it down. Actually, let's not get too excited. So here we've got here. This is the overview. So you can see right now, because I've not unlocked my store yet, but say launch your online store, start selling, impress your customers. So I'm just messing around. So see if we can view this here, what comes up. This password is protected. Where's the password gone? I'll get the password in a second, but literally I was just testing, guys. I've loaded up one of the pumps on there, just a basic theme I've got running at the moment. But we're going to update this, make it look all snazzy and jazzy, so we can start to get going with that. So let me start from the basics, guys. Let's go from the top. So back to the home page. This is the overview page. So it's kind of always give you a summary of what's going on. So you can see here, set up the custom domain, find more ways to sell. Don't worry about the sell on Facebook and this stuff, guys, because we're going to do it ourselves through the training. You can book your store. So that's just basic stuff there. Your next tab you've got is your orders. Like I say, orders will come through here. Abandoned checkouts will come through here as well. You always want to see who's abandoning your checkouts. Some great plugins that we'll use as well to obviously get them abandoned checkouts to actually come back to our store and hopefully purchase from us or at a discounted rate, or hopefully they're paying the same price, which is great. The next tab here, your products. So pretty much self-explanatory. So I literally just loaded up one of the protein skimmers because I was just messing around with it briefly. So like I said, guys, I want to add some few images in here so it looks like my store is live. So when I go to speak to the suppliers, I can say, look, I'm selling these now. What can you get them for? Can I sell your product? So we can start to build up the store. But this is here. Quite straightforward. You got your title in here. Description, which we're going to go into more depth when we sort of touch on the copywriting segment of the training. Images, very important. The bigger the image, the better. But again, we'll come into more depth on that there. Prices. your SKUs. Obviously, when you've got a lot of products in there, track inventory. You don't need to worry about that when you've got drop shipping. If you wasn't drop shipping, you want to obviously check how much stock you've got. The weight you'll need pretty much for your shipping reasons. And then obviously that's a search engine list preview. And obviously here you can start to create your own product types as well. So I've got obviously protein skimmer in here. So when I add in more protein skimmers, I add that as a product type. Obviously vendor is what's at the moment, but if it was a branded product, for example, I could then just add in what the branded company is who's selling the product. Does that all make sense so far, guys? Give me a 1 if that makes sense, and that's all good. See what you guys are saying. Yep, that's good, guys. That's good. So that's that there. And then moving on. This, if you want to transfer inventory, you don't really need to worry about that there. Inventory to show how much procs your products, and you can track it all there as well. Collection, pretty much just segments all your pages. So your home page, we can have different categories. So for your collections in there, and gift cards are pretty much self-explanatory. Good question, Brian. Yes, I'm going to be selling pretty much in the US. Currently, obviously, you can see my product does say pounds, but like I said, I've not done anything yet. I will change that to dollars. But I'm going to literally start with the US, and then I'm going to literally just broaden it and go international. That's one thing I don't think I mentioned, guys. Always look to sell to where your audience is. If your audience is international, then later on, you definitely go international. That's the best way about it. So you've got that option here, products, customers. This is a great part here. This is what show all your customers who have purchased it. You have all their information here. Again, obviously use that for remarketing, email marketing follow-up as well, but we'll get into that a bit more depth later on. Moving on, reports. So this is quite, when you go into your analytics, like I say, it's all about knowing your numbers, guys. You need to know your numbers. So you can see sales by month, sell by the hour. You can see when your most busy hours are, when it's quiet. So say once you've been trading for about 2 to 3 months, if you know you're gonna be quiet on a certain day, do a certain offer, maybe drop out a Facebook ad with like 10-15% off, something along them lines there. Sales by traffic. So this will obviously all, once you click into it, will show you more data once the data is available. So it breaks it all down there, guys. So you can see cancel sales, order count, and so on. Screen is all blurry. I'm not sure. Is the screen blurry for anyone else, guys? Just let me know if anyone else can't see the screen. I've got it open. So I always like check to see what's going on. And I've got the call open on another window myself. It looks pretty clear, but if anyone else can confirm if it is blurry. Are we saying yes, it is blurry, or no, it isn't? Let me know, guys, with that. I'm trying to just a little. Let me just try and just see what we can do here. Maybe I'll slow it down. It might get a little bit better, guys. So bear with me. Hopefully it does become a little bit clearer. Yes, a little blurry. Okay, I'm sorry for that, guys. I'll probably put together a video as well on this anyway, so you can see it. And when the replay, YouTube is the one how it is recorded. So when YouTube gets the video after we finish, it normally does buffer it and clean up as well, so you'll be able to see a little bit clearer. So that's some reports there. Your discounts. If you want to create discount codes, 10%, 5%, whatever you want to do, you can do all that and then track all that, which is really good. Like I said, online store overview. You've got your blog posts, so where you can start putting your content, your pages. People talking about themes. We can go into themes as well. So again, guys, like I say, it all depends on what your store is. My screen's blurry, but connection sucks or died. So, okay, that's no worries, Howard. Cool. I hope not, because the internet here should be pretty decent. So let's just go to the store, guys, so I can give you an idea of my thoughts on some of the themes in the store. So like I say, guys, it all depends on what your store is selling. Like I say, you have some here for like cost $180, $200, whatever. You just want to start with free theme, and it's all about just judging your site, what you're selling. Like you can always change the theme later on. Again, guys, don't get too involved and too caught up in these little dilemmas, I like to call them. Just get the website up and running. You start selling. If not, you can change and tweak things, guys. It's easy as that. Nicole says, do you only use China to purchase products? Do customers complain about times? That's what I think I mentioned briefly, Nicole, earlier. In the past, it wasn't too bad, but now, because in all fairness, honestly, I'll say, guys, I don't drop ship anymore. It's all warehouse products, so it's not too bad an issue. So we will see in the training as well, people will do complain about delivery, but that's one reason why I've been looking myself to go down the route of finding wholesalers who can distribute for me in the US, for example. So it's going to be quicker delivery. I see, I say someone in our mastermind group we've got does drop shipping. It depends on the product again, guys, but they have no issues. Sometimes people say it's too long, they refund them, but they're still just bringing in sales after sales, and they love the dropship model because they don't have to deal with any of the warehousing, none of the fulfillment, all that kind of stuff, and they're doing pretty good that way as well. So it depends on your product again, Nicole. If you can find it locally, I would definitely go down that route, but say don't dismiss using Alibaba or AliExpress to get your products to your customers. So guys, like I say, there's all different themes on here. So you got the solo theme. It's all depending on what you're selling, guys. But they're all different. They can all be customized as well. Like example, you've got the minimal theme, which says music, but it's quite a good responsive theme at the same time as well. You can get a nice banner in there, featured products. It's nice and simple. White background always as well. So it just all depends, guys. I'll say once you've got your store up and running, if you want to send it over to me and show me what it looks like, I'm happy to review them as well. That's not a problem, guys. But just get something up. That's the main thing. Don't dilly-dally and think about, is it right, is it not right? Just get it started, guys. That's the main thing. Has a few themes there. Navigation is pretty straightforward. So your footer, your main menu, what options you've got there. And obviously, when you have more pages, you have more pages in there as well. Domains, this is what I've been working, well, I wasn't working on that much. It took about 5 minutes, but actually I just redirected my domain now to the actual website rather than the myshopify.com store. Guys, please do not have your domain as the .myshopify.com. It's a big no-no. Professionalism is the main key. Have your own domain. It costs £7 for £7 for the year. I think it was here. Get your own domain, transfer over. It's straightforward, guys. Okay. All making sense so far, guys. This is all okay. I'm pausing there again because I have some water. Okay, give me some ones if that's all making sense, guys, as well. I will continue. Apps, I don't want to go into too much in the apps because apps is a whole different video in itself and different training as well, because there's so many apps and apps that I think are good to use. As I've mentioned a few already, so you kind of know which ones you should start using, which is a good thing. And then settings, this is pretty much details in there, guys, if you want to call me. Payments, so obviously set your payments up as well, guys. One thing as well, guys, which I want to mention while it's on this screen here, I'm not doing it myself yet, but get Amazon payments set up. It takes a bit longer for the money to reach into your bank account, but the reason why I say doing this, and this is probably a bit of gold for this webinar, is probably the best thing you get from this. You think about it like this now. How many people have an Amazon account? Think to yourself, have you got an Amazon account yourself? If so, it makes the steps so much easier. You think for starters, you've got Shopify payment. That means you have to enter your card details, you have to enter your address details, the full works. PayPal's not so bad because you log in, but you still have to enter some details. You haven't got a PayPal account. If you have an Amazon account, it's pretty much going to be like one click sooner or later. If you've got Amazon, they can literally click, all their details and card information is already registered. They can purchase straight through that. And this is the way we're going forward now, guys. I can see coming in probably over the next few years, maybe even this year, you'll have Facebook on there as well. You can log into your Facebook and pay straight through Facebook as well. These are going to be ways going forward. So I definitely recommend activating Amazon payments. Like I said, the money will take a little bit longer to get to your account. So maybe to start with, you maybe don't want to use it, but later on, definitely go ahead and use it. As well, guys, while I'm on here, so to remember as well, get your own email domain set up. Do not let me see you guys having sites with gmail.com as your websites. I see a lot of them when I'm on even on Shopify forum, people have a Gmail email account. It's a no-go, definitely. You have virtual US address and US bank account. No, literally, because obviously with Shopify payment, that's just going to go straight into my normal bank account, UK bank account there. And same with address, because in all fairness, the address doesn't really make a difference on what the address is. It's like I say, eventually we're going to go international. So, and the guys, what I like to mention is, or what you should put is to say that in under shipping that your product's going to come from different locations, i.e. because you've got different suppliers, but you want to kind of say it's coming from different warehouses, depending where you are in the world, hence the reasoning for shipment time and whatnot. But yeah, I'll use my UK address on here. It don't make a difference. You can later on, if you want to set up your virtual address up, you can do that by all means, but US bank account, no need. Just get it started. Like I say, Brian, that's the best way of doing it, really. And there's no need to mess around with that. And the rest of the settings, guys, you've got checkout, straightforward. You want to change some of this stuff here as well, but we don't go too much information here. It's quite self-explanatory. Refund policy, term service, all in there. Your shipping, this is where, see, I need to change that. I've got my address and I need to change that up. This is where you need to change, obviously, your standard shipping, depending obviously on the price, or what your suppliers are going to be giving you. So you need to get that all sorted as well. And then basic taxes, notifications. Notifications always a good noise. I'm talking about notifications on my phone, to be honest there, guys. But these notifications are when the, for example, invoices, new orders, what you get emails to, and whatnot. You can have desktop notifications, which is good. I turn it off because we're in different sites. It just gets a bit annoying after a while, to be honest. So I leave that turned off. A few questions. Can you explain ePacket on getting products dropshipped faster from AliExpress? And fine, that's what I want to say. Yeah, Brian, that's fine. So yeah, definitely, I'll go into ePacket. Sure, I'll go. Let me finish going through this portion of the training, and then I'll go into talking about ePacket. That'll be the best way for it. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I just had the message there. Apologies. Okay, so and then the rest files you don't really need to worry about. Account, pretty much the same as well. That just gives you information on there. Add your credit card to pay and stuff. Google Apps. And that's pretty much the basis of it, guys. Does anyone want me to talk anything else about the back end of Shopify or any more information? If so, guys, just give me a yes. Can you go into more depth, or no, that makes sense? Let's get rid of this last pass. That's gone now. Everyone seems to be fine with it. And some more, if you choose more questions over, guys, so I can keep going with the questions as well, that would be great. Tweeter says thank you, that's no worries. Guys, just talking about yourself a second. I'm just going to get another glass of water. My mouth is literally on fire right now, guys. Oh, nothing better than water though, guys, which is always a good thing. Got some more stuff coming through. Where do you get domain? Good question, Michelle. Domain's easy. If I go to, there's a place called GoDaddy, or you can use, well, my mind's gone completely blank. Yeah, use GoDaddy. My mind went blank there. GoDaddy is where I bought that domain from. I took a picture of it as well, so you guys knew how much I actually spent on it. So I've got that there. Go to GoDaddy. If you've got a plugin as well called Honey on Google Chrome, it can find you the cheapest price for the domain as well, which is a good thing for it. But yeah, GoDaddy is the best place, and then you can you change the DNS, which is in the domain area, and change it over. But yeah, that's where I get most of my domains from. It's easy, straightforward. Questions, guys? Okay, what I'll talk about is ePacket. So with ePacket, it's basically saving. It's something that you basically pay less for your shipping. It's mainly for light products as well. So the reason I don't use it mainly because my products normally, when I do drop shipping, are normally bigger products, for example, and they're a bit heavier to to ship. So it's normally Namecheap. Thank you, Brian. That's the name I was thinking for, Namecheap as well. They're good to get domains from. Thank you for that. So yeah, ePacket, it depends really what your product is you're going to be selling. It's going to be a little bit quicker, don't get me wrong, but you've got to weigh up the options for it. If you want to shoot me a message after Teresa to let me know what your product is you're selling, and I can tell you if it's going to be worth doing it through AliExpress or not. That's probably the best way of doing it. Okay. That's not a problem. Any more questions, guys? I say this was just literally a recap of like how's everyone getting on with module 2 then? Any questions from module 2 would be great. I can go through anything there just to make sure you guys are. Has anyone got to module 2 yet? If not, just let me know as well. That'd be great. Just want to see how you guys are progressing. I've got to be keeping you on your toes, guys. If not, then guys, literally, I'll just have to slow the trading down. Do a session every 2 weeks. So guys, fire some questions now. If you've got anything, Teresa, I didn't hear you had to. Which part didn't you hear, Teresa, about the ePacket? What I'll do in fact, because it's a good point actually, and I had not mentioned it yet. That will probably I'll probably do a video on that for section module before module 3. I'll probably shoot a little video on that just for ePacket because it's a good question that you mentioned. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't actually put it into the training, so I'm going to shoot a video on ePacket so you get a bit more depth on that as well for you. But what I did say as well, I said if you want to show me or give me a message, drop me a message on what your product is, I'll tell you if ePacket is going to be worth doing for you. Awesome, that's good to hear, Teresa. So guys, any other questions? Like I said, this is your opportunity on the call now. This training is free. You've got my time. I'm saying to you guys, ask away. My time isn't always free. Time is precious, especially on a Friday evening. 7 o'clock, I'm feeling like a pizza tonight, guys. That's how I'm feeling. I got that Friday feeling, but I've got to get on with this work as well, guys. I've got to get this site up and running so you guys can see the magic of e-commerce. Okay, so let me know if you've got any other questions, guys. If not, I'm happy to, we can wrap this up soon. We can wrap this up later. I can as long as you want. You know, I'm after struggling to talk. But it's all up to you guys. Nicole, I probably missed your question. I don't think it came through, to be honest. You want to ask your question again, Nicole? I spoke about your question, which was about the, do I only use China to purchase products? Was that the question you're on about? If not, let me know. As well, guys, there will be a replay of this, so it's always good to watch it again so you can see or learn a few things. And guys, how's the training so far? I want your feedback. How the training, are you getting on with it? Is it good? Is it easy to follow? Because what I have to remember as well, guys, I can do this with my eyes closed, so it's hard to sometimes put it into actual training because like you should probably saw then I just go through it so quickly because I kind of know it inside out. So let me know, guys, is the training okay for you if you want more stuff? And just let me know, guys, I want to help you get your site built. I've not spent that much yet, guys. The site, come this time next week, the website's going to be looking the part. We're going to have some suppliers on board. And to be honest, I think next week I'm going to start pretty much getting some sales in. That's how fast we want to move, guys. Even without the full-on marketing, I think we'll get the website up and running, get some social media, get some content on here, and let's make some money from this, guys. That's how quick it should be. You shouldn't be dilly-dallying. That's it. I don't know if dilly-dallying is a UK phrase, to be honest. I think it's just an Ashley phrase. Thanks for on easy to follow, Racer. That's good. Love the training, Michelle. Perfect. I appreciate the support, guys. This training is made for you. But guys, if you haven't got any more questions, like I say, or if you want to shoot anything over later on, maybe you might have. In fact, let me go. Well, I've realized we stopped. I left some of the questions out. We didn't go through some questions. Let me just go back onto here that people asked before the call. Let's just load these up. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying the training. So enjoy it, guys, but also take action with it. I'll keep saying that over and over again. I'm accountable for your success right now, guys. If you fail, I fail. If I have a successful site, it doesn't matter. If you guys have not got a successful site, I want you guys to have successful sites, okay? Okay, let's load this up here. Just getting some more of the questions open. So, guys, is this time good for you for Q&As? I'm probably gonna do it Thursdays going forward. So just let me know as well what's best for you guys. I'm just gonna open some of these questions up. Send it 4 times. No, I'm sorry, Nicole. That's how the questions come through. Sometimes if you send it too many times, sometimes it can get blocked by the webinar service that we're using. How much I've spent so far? So far spent, drum roll, $7. Sorry, correct me. £7 UK pounds, which is $10 on a domain. I'm just about to spend $25 on a logo. I'll need to spend $29 shortly to upgrade my Shopify account. I've got a website started for less than $100, guys. There's free themes. We're good to go. Easy as that. Okay. Simple. Don't complicate it. That's the main thing. Okay, I've got some questions here. So, hey, Ashley, thanks so much for reaching out. I'm new to Shopify, but really excited about it. So your webinars come at perfect time for me. That is great to hear. Question is basic. When I dropship a product from AliExpress, so I got Java popping up on my screen. Good timing. When I dropship from AliExpress, do they put any paperwork in the package that might have my address or credit card on it? Thanks so much. Good question. That is there. They can do it. Depends on your supplier. What happens at AliExpress, they pretty much know that what you're doing drop shipping or the product's not for you. So what you can do when you actually go to purchase via AliExpress, you put your customer's details into where you're shipping it to. There is a section at the bottom for notes. So what you need to put in the notes section there is, please not send any promotions or anything recommending your service in the box. Or even just put, I'm drop shipping this, please not send anything else with it. And that's all you need to do, guys. They will understand that from their point of view, that as long as they're making that sale, they are totally happy to abide by what you want to do with that. So that's a really good question that is there. Another question here. Thank you so much for contacting me. I've not been able to start my store yet. Before I found you, I was selling on Amazon. I must have picked the worst product. Sorry, I can't see the rest of this, guys. Let me just wrap this here. I must have picked the worst product because it doesn't sell that great. I'm out of money that I lost to what to do. Any help would be great. Well, all I'm saying is just get started. I've got $500 to use on this. And as well, I keep forgetting, guys, I've got a guide. Well, it's like a little video I put together with 3 ways. Well, I think it's more than 3 ways to get started, get you $500 on there as well. I'll probably try and upload that. If someone can shoot a message on the Facebook group later on, I'll upload that to there so you guys can have a watch at that as well. That's another good question. Another question here is, how do you break into a new niche? It's simple. Whoever asked this question, I'm not going to say a name. Just do the research. Watch module 1. Simple. eBay, Amazon, watch count. That's all I use now, guys. They're the 3 things I use. But saying that, guys, again, this is why live training is good, because when I create videos, I learn and pick up other things. We're speaking in our mastermind group. I think it was earlier this week. And another great thing to come from it. So you've got 2 gems from this course today, guys. Amazon payments, and you've got this next gem coming up, is BuzzSumo. So if you've not heard of BuzzSumo, in fact, let's load it up on here. BuzzSumo is a great, I think I'm logged in. Shows how much content is being shared. So when you want to find an audience of people to find your product, you can literally search them on here. It's so great. I'm not logged in, but I'm just going to show you an example of how it works. So let's just say fishing, for example. What happens with BuzzSumo is it shows you how many times it was shared. You can just go trending now. When you're logged in as well, you see how many likes on each page as well. So it's great. I knew about BuzzSumo, but I never really used it, and it's really good for research. There's a little gem for you guys right there. Nicole says, I sent it for, oh yeah, with that. Yeah, please ask again, that'd be great. Michelle Scott says, wow. Don't be wow, but wow, I like to go wow as well. You'll be wild as well, guys, after you start to build a store. Okay, another question we've got here is, First of all, your videos led me to think in a broad way. That's always a good start. I like the video of goal setting and choosing high-end products. Perfect. I'd like the same as well. Those were new for me. Choosing high-end products and upselling related items are a great strategy. However, I'm concerned about refunding. In case customers do not like their product or the product got damaged and returned back, what should I do then? Do I have to pay from out my pocket then? That would be a big amount, like $100 or more. Great question there. With that being said, if you get a product that's defunct or the customer wants a refund, all you do is you go to Alibaba, you request a refund through there. Pretty much within 24 hours, they'll refund you. So the money's back into your account and you just refund your customer. It's easy as that. Don't overcomplicate it again. Keep it simple, okay? Big end products don't matter if it's a high end product, low end product. Always make sure your customer is satisfied. If they don't like it, you refund them, okay? Customer's always right. So whether it's damaged or they don't like it, they want to return it, it's fine. What I do as well in other niches, whether it's like a low end niche, if the product didn't like it or the quality wasn't good, I refund them and say keep the product, because you know that customer there will come back and buy from you later on. You guys are getting some great nuggets in this live Q&A today. So that's another question there. That's that question there. So guys, that's all the question there. In fact, there are that many questions last time around. So guys, last chance. Any more questions? We'll come to about 45 minutes on this now. I like to keep it 45 minutes now. Okay, Nicole asks, do you find this better than doing FBA on Amazon? Good question, Nicole. To be honest, FBA on Amazon, me, my brother, my cousin are setting up our own store on there at the moment. So that's a project for 2016. And it's massive. Not massive, sorry. It's a great leap. But with FBA on Amazon, it takes a bigger investment. That's the thing for it. And there's a lot more to it. With Amazon as well, you can in a sense, but you can't actually get your customers' details, i.e. with your e-commerce store, you have their details and you can follow up to them over and over in the future. Whereas FBA on Amazon, there's no real way to actually follow them because you can't like get them to opt in a realistic way than you can with your e-commerce store. But FBA on Amazon, that's going to be another road for us this year, me and our business. So that's definitely going to be something we're going to be looking into because the potential is there. To be honest, I wish we started it a lot earlier, but other commitments meant we couldn't. So that's definitely something we're going to be looking for. Well, not looking for, we actually started doing the research into products already. So that's great. What was the name of the consumer thing you just shared? Consumer thing? BuzzSumo, is that the one? If that's what you mean, buzzsumo.com, the one that's still on the screen. Yeah, buzzsumo.com. Great little thing there. It's quite expensive though. I can't remember how much to pay for this. I'm not actually logged in because I'm on here. Yeah, the pro version is $99 a month. So yeah, we need it, guys, but you can obviously just use the basic version. But I definitely recommend it later on because it's great for doing research. Nicole, I currently sell on Amazon, which is that's perfect. Well, I'd say, Nicole, definitely stick to Amazon, but still get an e-commerce store as well, because e-commerce store long term it's your own kind of domain, it's your own kind of field. Like, don't get me wrong, Amazon's not going anywhere soon. They're actually killing it, as you can imagine, but always very right. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to income streams. Definitely not. Okay, it's definitely let's get a store built as well, and you know what I mean. 2 stores equals double the profit, all being well. So any more questions, guys? Because I'm running out of water. Okay, guys, looks like everyone's kind of happy. Just give me 1, guys, if this training has been good and you've enjoyed it, you've got something from it, guys. Just give me a 1. That'd be appreciated. I appreciate that. What I'm going to do probably next week's training, probably have a little bit more structure to it, but I just want to jump on, obviously, see what you guys are doing, show you a few things, and obviously share some gems with you as always, guys. It's always the main thing going forward. If you've not already watched module 2, there's the one there. If you've not watched module 2 already, watch module 2 because the training is going to come thick and fast in the future, in the near future, I should say. So we're going to be literally starting to ramp things up, start making some sales. How do we get access to the first video? Nicole, help desk, they'll sort that all out for you and you'll get access to everything and you can go through all of that. You've got module 1, module 2, the first Q&A, and this Q&A will be in there as well for you. Yeah, any problems, guys, Thanks for the text reminder. How do you get a text reminder for this, Peggy? That's good. And at least it's working. I know that, which is good. Got Mark just commented on the Facebook group. So guys, I'm very reassuring. I'm glad, like, the reassurance everyone giving ones. That's always good. Good to know going forward as well, guys. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna wrap this up here now. Just gonna literally wind everything down. So literally, guys, get learning module 1, module 2. By this point, I'll say next week, I want you to have your Shopify back end at least ready. You don't have to have any products in it yet. I want you to at least venture into having your Shopify ready. Okay, that's you keeping up with me. If you're doing it your own time, guys, that's totally fine. But realistically, 2 weeks. If you stick with the 90 days that I'm going through, we need to get that stage now. We need to start ramping things up. Okay, that's the main thing. What else we're going to say to you? Your supplier, start speaking to them, start getting in touch with suppliers. Definitely, that's the next thing as well. Figure out where your suppliers are going to be coming from. Where you can use AliExpress, using Googling, finding people in your area. That's the main thing. And let's get selling, get your theme up, get your products up, and let's get moving with it, guys. Get a dummy store. It's always good. The good thing why a dummy store is good as well, guys, you can practically start to see how it works. And at the same time as well, it looks good when you show your suppliers it. You're very welcome, Teresa. Guys, it's been a pleasure as always. If you have any other questions, guys, you know where you can find me in the Facebook group as well. Feel free to hit me up in there. And this will get uploaded shortly as well to the training area as well. So you can obviously watch that as well, guys. But as always, guys, it's been a pleasure. I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon, guys. And let's keep going with this e-commerce journey. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.